大家好，我是何宇豪。Hello everyone. We are the first team. Our subject is PLC controlled automatic magnetic separator. Our advising professor is Wenlong Yao, BE. This is our content. We have summary, 9 steps, material and cost, time management and contribution, and reference. The first one is summary. Purpose. Through this device, metallic and non-metallic can be distinguished from many materials, and it also can be used in plastic recovery so that the recycling machine will not cause damage. In order to make it easy to distinguish whether the material is a metallic or not, and also to save labor cost and time, we can make use of the electromagnetic device and proximity sensor to make a system of differentiating metallic or non-metallic from many materials. Importance. Compared with our system and the traditional ones, the electromagnetic device and proximity sensor can not only reduce the amount of time but also have higher precision for distinguishing materials at the same time.
大家好，我是黄清尧。Traditional improvement is difficult for us to tell whether the mechanical is metallic or non-metallic in past. Therefore, we use PLC software to file our program. In addition, also during the part, electrical magnetic device and the permanency sensor to make it. When the system is open, which can be for automated work, so it can be compressed more easy. Next. First of all, the sensor will be running, and we will put the material on it. After that, the material passes through the permanency sensor, and then if it is not metallic, it will continue to be transported to the non-metallic area. On the contrast, if it is metal, the sensor will start. Then the electrical magnet device will be triggered and the device match to the metal.
Hello everybody, my name is Boyun Ho, and then this is our draw flow check. Take a look at this check. First of all is start, and then prepare material. Conveyor will operate, and then mental sensor will start. If the material is the mental, and then conveyor will stop. If the material is not a mental, and then conveyor will not stop. Button of motor direct, and then put down arm. Electromagnet operate, and then touch limiter switch, and then lift up arm, and then button of motor reverse. 4. At the recure sensors. The sensor is used to declare whether the material is a metal or not. It is placed in the middle of the conveyors. When sensor sense the signal will be sent to the arm. We set up 2 limiter switch. When we turn on the motor, which will put the arm down against the first limiter switch. After that, it will reset the arm upward and touch the second limiter switch, and then it will continue to move on the next step.
3、2、1，我是范元介。Add the menu controls in order to operate the while system, and consider that it can be fully automatic. So we decided to install a menu button, start switch. Consider about 70 devices. We need to turn clockwise and anti-clockwise of the motor. So we came up with the program interlock system to prevent devices start calculate.
大家好，我是龚品佳。And at the emergency switch, to be safe, we need to pay attention to security issues. We set a B contact at the start of the program and install an emergency switch and a red light connect with it. When the system is in trouble, turning the emergency switch on can terminate it immediately. The red bulb will also illuminate to inform the machine that it has stopped it. On the left is X, which is main input of the program. On the right is Y, which is main output of the program. And M0 is our internal auxiliary point. X0 main power, X1 first limit switch, X2 second limit switch, X3 start switch, X6 proximity sensor, X13 emergency switch, M0 internal auxiliary point, Y1 conveyor operate, Y2 button of the motor direct, Y3 electromagnet operate, Y4 arm down, Y5 arm up, Y6 button of motor reverse, Y7 green light, Y11 red light, Y12 yellow light.
3，大家好，我是庄博超。First of all, we should let the X13 emergency switch release in order to open the X0 main power source and put the material on the conveyor. Then press the X3 start button to start the Y1 conveyor. When the X6 proximity sensor does not respond, the conveyor will continue to move the object to the non-metallic zone. But in response, the M0 signal will pass to stop the conveyor. The button motor Y2 is rotating forward for 5 seconds. The Y3 electromagnet will turn on, and the Y4 arm will put down to suck the material. When the arm touches the X1 limit switch, the Y5 arm will touch up to the X2 limit switch, and the button motor Y6 will be reversed for 5 seconds. At this time, the electromagnet will turn off and the material is transferred to the metal zone. Besides, Y7 is green light connection conveyor belt. Y11 red light is connection emergency switch. Y12 yellow light is connection electromagnet.
consider about if program lose control. What happens to the conveyor if it suddenly shift? We install retainer to ensure the location of the belt to prevent it from shifting. What if the metal sensor is failed? We install a snapping ball so that the material could actually be detected by the proximity sensor. What if the electromagnet has no electricity? We carefully inspect the circuit and the electromagnetic device and also modify it many times to complete it. What happens if the system has not delivered signals? We modify the program over and over again and check the product and make sure the system is perfect. Finally, this is our product.
我是江朝普。This is all the materials and expenses we bought, most of which are free from our senior. So totally it cost we around $500, not expensive. Next slide is time management and contribution. Take a look at the picture. This is our time management plan. As you can see, after the mechanism making, our process is getting faster. And next, this chart shows our contribution. It is divided into 5 major parts: software, practice, PowerPoint, and video. And it's ranged from 1 to 10 points. And the end is our reference. This book is also the textbook we used in the PLC class. Thank you for listening.